Welcome guys. So now we are going to learn about React props validation. So it is very important while you are working on the forms and you want to submit some data, as well as if you are trying to calculate some data before before that you want to validate the data types. Is this a data type is number, string, or something else? If the function is going to call that data, use that data, then the data should be in the format based on that the function has been written. Okay, so before so let's understand what's React props validation. So props are an important mechanism for passing the read only attribute to React component. It's only a read only attribute. Okay, so the props are give me 1 minute. Okay, so this is only a read only attribute to the React component. The props are usually required to use correctly in the component. We only use this for the component. Okay, and if it is not used correctly, then the component may not behave as expected. If you are not write props properly in the component, so the validation will not work. Okay, so hence it is required to use props validation in improving React component. So if we want to work on props validation, we should have to understand props first and then props validation. Okay, so props validation is a tool and that will help the developers to build future bugs and problem. Okay, so it will avoid future bugs and the problems coming in the application. So it will not come, it will avoid those bugs and problems. So usually it is useful way to force the correct uses of your component, and it makes your code more readable. So if someone is coming to your projects, he will understand easily this is the readable code and this is the validation. He will understand better. Okay, so read component use a special property that is called prop types. If you will get any prop types, means you have to understand this belongs to the props validation. Okay, and that help you to catch bugs by validating data types or value passed through the props. Although it is not necessary to define component with the props types. As you know, props is similar to state, and a state contains the data, and we are defining props type for the data type. Okay, so which type of data you are passing through the props, we are going to understand. Okay, however, if you use props types with your component, so it will help you to avoid unexpected bugs. Okay, so now we can see props validation how we will create. So if we have a class, we can say app class. Okay, app component, and it extends our React component, and we have some render methods inside that, and we are passing some code inside that. So how we will connect your component, as well as how we will have to write the props types. So that we have to write the component at props type, and you have to pass the definition here. Okay, so app.props type, app.props type is used for props validation in the React component. When some of the props are passed within the invalid types, and you will get the warning on the JavaScript console, where you when you write when you open the console, you will see the invalid type message. Okay, after specifying the validation pattern, you will set the app.default props. Okay, so this is all about the props validation. So we have some of the props validation types are here, like these are the props type. When you have to write props.type.any, it means you are passing any type of data. Okay, you're not trying to specify like a string or array. Okay, if you are passing props.type.array, means you are only passing array type data, not other types. If you're passing boolean type, you have to pass this one, bool type. If you're passing only function types, you have to pass only func. If number, object, similarly we have a different type of elements, is it required, element, node. So you have to get understanding by each one of these, so you will get the hands-on better. Okay, so there are some custom validators also, like props name and component. So the following argument you have to pass through to create a custom validation function. How you have to write? So like, let's see, if we are writing a variable component, so we have to pass the component name, and then we have to pass the react.create class. Inside that app.prop types you have to pass, and the custom props you have to give the custom props name, and then function props name and component. Okay, so in that you have to write any conditions are there, like item is valid, then props, then it will get the throw exception, okay, and error it will get in from here. As you know, if we are writing anything in the React, so the first page is index.js that will render, right? Why? Because we have a document.get element by id, and it is a root tag, root element, from where we are passing one component, that is a React component app, and the first it will render this app file. Okay, so we are connecting this root element with this component. Okay, and we have defined this component in the React app file. So this is the app.js file, and we have written everything here. We have taken two imports are there, okay, and props type we are giving here. Okay, so in the props type, what you have to do, you have to use from the props, and then we have to pass prop type. So this is also a predefined modules in npm javascript field, and we have to import this, and then we have to use this. Okay, so in this example, what we have did, we have a app component, and we have a render method, and from render method contains one return method, and returns method contains one HTML div element or a fragment. Okay, so from there we will display this data in the UI. Okay, so first part, we have given h1 tag to give the heading of React props validation example, and we have taken one table type, and this table type will contain type, value, and valid. Okay, and similarly we have other root row types are there, in which you can see I am checking the first array. So in the array we have to pass this props dot array, and if this props is true or false, so we will display the message also. Okay, similarly for the boolean function and a string we have given here, and how we will differentiate the data, we will give by the definition. So how we have to give the props validation, you have to define the first definition. So these are the definition. This is very simple. We have taken one props array, and we are defining that props type dot array dot is required, means it is true or false. Okay, means it should be there. And similarly font, number, and strings are there. We have defined these variables, and we are defining the default value for these variables here. Default props through as array, and we are giving the array values here, boolean type true, and similarly we are giving the function definition is there, and some string message we are giving here. Okay, so when we are going to render this, so it will display the message. Okay, so the first thing you have to define the props type, and then the default value you have to pass, and this is the validation things. You will see the validation. Okay, so let me go to execute this one. So for that, what we have to give, npm, and then we have to pass the start. Okay, npm start, running on the local host React JS props validation example, as well as we have given 3 column first, type, value, valid. First we are passing array 1 2 3 45 true, boolean true, true, function 10 because we are passing 5 as a value, 5 plus 5 10, then string programming shift true. So all the types are